Last weekend was my youngest daughter's first birthday, which meant that we had over 30 guests coming to celebrate with us. Feeding a crowd like that on a budget normally means that you're relegated to something like hot dogs. But I found a way to serve a gourmet meal that only costs about $3 a head and only takes me about 30 minutes to prepare the day of. I'll tell you more after I get a drink. Alright, so tonight I'm drinking a real whiskey sour with no mix, made with real lemon juice, egg white bitters, and sugar syrup. Cheers. It's so refreshing. The egg white gives it kind of like a foamy feel. It just feels summery and it goes perfect with barbecue. The secret to this miracle is ribs. By smoking them and then cooking them sous vide, I push all that prep work to earlier on in the week, which allows me to just have to finish them up on the grill the day of. Great barbecue always begins with a great rub. The effort you put into this step will pay dividends, trust me. I got this recipe from that same cookbook that I got the cocktail from, the BBQ Co barbecue book. This rub had all the good things in it. We're talking fennel, cumin, black peppercorn, coriander, brown sugar, garlic powder, salt, smoked paprika, oregano, and cayenne. Oh, and don't worry about exact measurements. You'll be able to find the full recipe for everything in the description. Making your own barbecue rub, as opposed to buying one off the shelf, is all about how amazing it tastes when you toast your own spices fresh. For this recipe, we're toasting all of the seeds in our rub. So we've got fennel seeds, cumin seeds, black peppercorn, and coriander. When I was done toasting, I let them cool a little bit, and then I ground them up in my spice grinder. You could always use a mortar and pestle if you don't have a dedicated spice grinder. And after that, you just combine all the ingredients for a super deep, aromatic, flavorful barbecue rub. The best part is it makes a big batch, and you can put this stuff on anything. Next, I started preparing the ribs by squaring them up and trimming off excess fat or silver skin. Essentially, I'm getting rid of anything that's hanging that might get burnt or anything you wouldn't want to eat. After that, I pressed the rub into the ribs and then I refrigerated them overnight. By this point, they were super aromatic and already smelled like barbecue. At this point, it was time to get the ribs in a smoker. Now, I don't own a smoker, but my buddy Robert does. And as it happens, he's really into shooting video too, so he filmed some amazing footage of us smoking the ribs together. So we cook these ribs in the lowest setting for about 3 hours. The main goal here is just to impart smoke flavor. I'm going to cook these sous vide next. Once the ribs came out of the smoker, I took them home, vacuum sealed them up, and put them in a sous vide bath for 36 hours. Sous vide is a technique where you use an immersion circulator to keep water heated at a very precise temperature, which allows your food to be cooked extremely precisely. I cooked these ribs at 145 degrees for 36 hours, which just made them fall off the bone tender. Then I made my family's super secret barbecue sauce recipe. Now I can't show you exactly how to make it, but I'll give you a quick peek at the ingredients. Did you get it? All I had to do day of then was pull the ribs out of the sous vide bath and then place them on the grill to give them a little bit of color and a little bit of bark, and then to cook some of the sauce onto the outside. Now I really wish I could show you some shots of me pulling the bone out and showing you how easy that was and how tender and delicious they were and tasting them for you. But right as I got the ribs served on the tray, my daughter got her finger stuck in the screen door, and I had to help her calm down and get her some ice. And by the time I came back downstairs, all the ribs were gone. So this image that I found is going to have to suffice. So this recipe really works out because it makes your day of hosting a breeze. It's really cost effective and it's a real crowd pleaser. All right, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.